Hey everyone, I'm Peter from TopThink, and today we're going to learn how to know when a girl likes you. Now, let's begin. Have you ever been really into a girl but had no clue whether or not she liked you back? Or maybe you were completely sure that she liked you only to end up rejected or stuck in the friend zone. For a lot of guys, I like you and let's be friends look exactly the same, which makes your job risky and confusing. This happens primarily because guys and girls don't express their romantic intentions in the same way, making it impossible for a guy to put himself in a girl's shoes. Think about it. If you were talking to a girl and you wanted to make sure that she knew you liked her, how would you do it? You'd probably compliment her or tell her how you feel, since those actions have the highest chance of success. If guys want something done, they prefer to confront it directly. That strategy might work for you, but girls handle things a little differently. They tend to express their attraction in a more subtle way, often by changing or exaggerating body language, movement, and speech. These alterations can be small, but that doesn't mean there isn't any feeling behind them. Keep in mind that size doesn't always matter. I mean the size of the signal, not, the other thing. But why be cryptic in the first place? Remember how I said that guys perform actions that are most likely to succeed even if it raises the stakes? Well, girls do the exact opposite. They want to minimize failure, so they actively hide their feelings in the fear of getting hurt. Who wants to put themselves out there only to get their feelings stomped on? All of the emotions and worries are the same, but men and women fail to understand each other because they approach these risks so differently. So how does this rift affect the way people flirt? Since guys are more direct, it becomes their responsibility to instigate the physical moves in the relationship, making the big gestures that keep the romance moving forward. You'll probably be the one to ask her out, put your arm around her, and initiate the first kiss, but you shouldn't have to do it alone. If you are, you're probably doing it wrong anyway, because this kind of contact should not happen out of the blue. I like to think of it like a traffic light. You see the road out in front of you. You know how to step on the gas pedal and drive, but you're not going to go anywhere as long as the signal is red. Why? Because you know you're going to get punished for breaking the rules. Girls work in pretty much the same way. If you're looking for an opportunity to make a move, you have to make sure the light has turned green. But don't forget that green lights only stay green for so long. If you're lollygagging at the crosswalk, the light's going to turn red again whether you like it or not. This means the girl has shown her interest in you, tried her best to grab your attention, and has gotten nothing in return. If this does happen, chances are you've missed your shot, because the girl has begun thinking of you as a friend instead of a love interest. No matter how much you like her, this can be a really difficult roadblock for a lot of girls to get past, since they've already placed you into the friend category. This brings us to the most important question of this video. How do you know when a red signal has changed to green and when it's changed back again? In other words, how can you tell when she's giving you the go-ahead? To answer this question, let's explore 5 easy-to-spot behaviors that tell you a girl wants more than just a friendship. Number 1, readjustments. When it comes to understanding a girl's signals, body language is key. Even small, insignificant movements can mean something, so pay attention. Has she been fixing her shirt all night? Does she like to play with her hair when you're talking to her? These are not nervous tics, trust me. These are subtle movements that are called readjustments or preening, and they're reliable indicators that a girl is attracted to you. She might be playing with her hair, adjusting her clothing, moving around a random object, or straightening her posture, but all of these readjustments are used for the same thing: to appear attractive and catch your attention. Why would she be so concerned with looking attractive to you if she only wanted a friendship? She might even take things one step further by readjusting you. I don't mean fixing your clothes like your mom might have done back in middle school. If she does things like running her hand through your hair to get a better look at your face, she might be interested in more. Number 2, you versus other people. Have you noticed that she acts differently around you than other people? This is a huge indicator that you aren't just another friend. She's decided that you are someone special, so she exaggerates positive behaviors to let you know that she's happy around you. What do these exaggerated behaviors look like? Well, they can vary tremendously, but here are a few common examples. Does she laugh at almost everything you say, but gets quiet around other people? Does she get really happy all of a sudden when you talk to her? Does she go out of her way to hug you even though she doesn't hug anyone else? If you notice any of this happening, it might be time to make your move. Number 3, the friends. You can actually learn a lot about a girl's interest from her friends. If the girl is interested in you, you can be sure that she has told her friends all about it. So, like most friends do, they're going to tease her about it. If you notice them intentionally leaving the two of you alone, or giggling when you talk, or fishing for your opinion on their friend, they're probably trying to nudge the two of you together. It's also important to examine how she interacts with you when her friends are around. Does she stop talking to her friends when you walk in? Does she try to be alone with you even when her friends are there? Does she make an effort to sit or stand close to you at all times? By doing these things, she's saying that you're more than just another member of her friend group. Number 4, how does she text? One of the best ways to assess a girl's interest is by examining how she texts. Does she text you first thing in the morning or when she gets home at night? If she does, it means you're constantly on her mind and she wants you to become a part of her daily life. You can also look at how long she takes to respond to your messages. Quick responses means that she is taking time out of her day to keep your conversation going, something she probably wouldn't do for some random guy. This is especially telling when you know that she's in class or hanging out with friends, because then you've become an important priority in her life. Finally, pay attention to the content of her messages. Is she using lots of exclamation points and emojis? Does she send you funny images or videos? Does she write detailed explanations instead of quick 2-word answers? Girls don't even do most of these things with their closest friends. So don't let these signals slide by just because you aren't with her in person. Number 5, changing her interests. If a girl's attracted to you, she might take a sudden interest in your hobbies. Whether she asks to go mountain biking with you or starts playing a video game you like, she's making an effort to bond with you over something she knows that you can enjoy too. Shared hobbies are also a great excuse to spend extended periods of time together while giving you an easy subject to talk about anytime. Say she becomes a fan of your favorite sports team one day. She's not actually that interested in them, but she is using it to get closer to you and create fun date opportunities whenever the team plays. She might also ask you to teach her about something you're good at. This is her way of letting you know that she admires who you are and what you like, so don't be afraid to show off a little, but not too much. You don't want to scare her away. When putting these tips to the test, remember that they almost always occur together, and the more of them you see, the stronger her feelings probably are towards you. If you only notice one or two, she might still be in the beginning stages, so try to help her along. Stay confident and pay attention to her. Make an effort to text her and spend time together. And, most importantly, be patient. Some red lights take longer than others, but that doesn't mean it won't turn green eventually. And when it does, you'll know exactly how to spot it. Thank you for watching Top Think, and be sure to subscribe because